Welcome rivals, the meta will be shaken on May the 30th with the new balance patch. Everything is being twisted around. So watch the video all the way till the end so you know which changes you should do to your strategy to be successful on day one. We are starting out hot with the Vanguards and with Captain America, the probably most annoying one. His health got reduced by 25 points, while his shield recovery got increased by 100%. His ultimate also took a hit of an additional 300 increased energy cost. Nerfed. Doctor Strange, the king of portals, is having his dagger's fall-off damage increased by 17.5%, but his fall-off damage for his maelstrom is removed. Buffed. Emma Frost, the queen that makes all boys' pants melt, is getting an increase of 2.5 meters to her telepathic pulse, but her shield values get reduced by 100. They also increase the cooldown of her carbon crush by 1 second, and they are still not done. They also decreased her kicks damage by 20% and her extra wall damage by 10%. Nerf. Truth. The tree that survives longer than your houseplant is getting his damage to Vine Strike reduced by 5, and the Iron Wand's cooldown is increased by 50%. Nerf. Magneto, the bubble tea addict, is only getting one change, where the charge rate of his rings is now 25% faster. Buff. Thor, your average electrician that always forgets his tools, even forgot how to do his old hammer throw, and now it's a 4 force gainer that if hit can generate you 1 force per 6 seconds. The hammer's damage is also reduced by 36%. His health is taking equal hits with a reduction of 25%. Nerfed. Sorry to interrupt, but short self-promotion is needed. Currently, 91.2% of the people watching the videos are not subscribed to the channel. So let's make a deal. If you learn something new in this video, you have to subscribe. Now let's switch our focus over to the duelists. Starting with Hawkeye, the guy with better aim than your Tinder dates got a 2-point increase to its base damage, as well as a 1 to 2 point increase on his explosive arrows. His maximum force increases by 5 points, and his charging speed gets an 8% speed boost. With the new team up with Luna Snow, he also unlocks a new Ice Arrow skill now with CC. Buffed. Hela, the goth queen with a questionable fashion taste, is having one change where they increase the charge capacity of her knight sword by 25%. Buffed. Human Torch, the flying lighter every chainsmoker wants to call his own, is having his damage of the fire clusters reduced by 1 damage per hit, and the charge speed of the blazing blast is increased by 50%. His shield also got reduced by 33%, and the cooldown increased by the same amount. Nerfed. Iron Fist, who could also be a top employee at Pornhub, is getting his block to health conversion reduced by 15% as well as his health conversion rate. The cooldown reduction is taking an even bigger hit at 33%. Nerfed. Iron Man, the flying tin can with more daddy issues than your ex, is getting his repulsor and spell field damage reduced by 5. Even his shielding is taking a 50% reduction. Nerfed. Namor, the vet fish who thinks he is better than you just cause he doesn't have to aim, is getting a 33% cooldown increase on his bubble. His ultimate though gets a slightly bigger area of effect, but his squids now finally have fall-off damage, maxing out at 50% at 40 meters. Nerfed. Psylocke, the female assassin that just wants to peck you from behind, is taking -2 damage on every shuriken hit, while also having her stealth duration reduced by 33%. Nerfed. Squirrel Girl, your average hairy hippie girl, is getting an increase of 20% to her acorns, while the cooldown of her root is reduced by 2 whole seconds. Buff. Star-Lord, the space DJ, who's been ghosted by more planets than any incel, is getting a heavy energy cost increase on his ultimate of 300, and his fall-off damage is increased by another 15%. Nerf. Storm, the weather forecast lady we all off to, is getting a small increase of 10 damage points per second to her ultimate. Buffed. The Punisher, that's always sitting scared in his turret, is now able to walk 25% faster during his ultimate. His max size is increased by 25% as well, and his damage is increased by 1 point per hit, while his spread is also being reduced. But he does lose the unlimited ammo he had with Rocket Raccoon's team up. Nerf. Now finally we are looking at the strategist. Starting off with Jeff the Land Shark, your average Sharknado fan, is now also dealing damage to enemies with his splash. His bubbles are transformed into a charge up ability with 3 charges, but they also get a damage increase of 5 points. Healing Bubble is now not an instant heal anymore, it's rather a heal over time effect, but overall heals 35 more health per usage. His ultimate can now also heal allies, but its energy cost is increased by 500. Nerf. Luna Snow, the K-pop Elsa, is having her heal increased by 2, and the new effect is added to absolute 0, giving 50 health per enemy hit. But her ultimate's cost also got increased by 500, same as Jeff's. Her new team up with Hawkeye increases all of her healing by 15%. Nerfed. Rocket Raccoon, the dumpster diving space rat, is taking a small reduction to its direct healing amount of 5 per usage. But the new team up with Penny Parker is increasing his healing by 5%. Nerfed. Since my girlfriend and myself are huge trash horror fans, we love this idea. Cheers and see you in the next one.